Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Sunday, May the 18th, I think. It is. It's the 18th all day. All right, friends, here is our graph, okay? This is yesterday morning. So today is Sunday. This is Saturday morning, starting at around 7 a.m. and persisting mostly through the day until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. This red push, this red sandwich energy up here, this is pretty intense release. So if you've been feeling like your triggers are being pushed on, like you've been like reactive a little bit more emotional than usual, this energy comes in to assist that release. And I want to share with you the imagery that I got when I asked about this morning in meditation. It's kind of strange, so hang in there. So I asked about this. I said, why do we get these pushes of energy? What do I need to know about that? And I was shown a jar of jelly. And at first I was like, okay, that doesn't help. But as I looked at the jar of jelly, I started to realize it wouldn't open, that the lid had spent so many years being tightened by different people over time, right? So the lid is really tight on this jar of jelly. And in the jelly is this beautiful, rich, sweet stuff. Everything that you want is in the jar of jelly, but the lid has been tightened over time by people outside of you telling you to keep a lid on the sweetness inside of you, to keep a lid on the unusualness, the uniqueness inside of you, right? So you're like the jar of jelly. The good stuff inside is your higher self, and the lid just keeps getting tightened on you. That's society. What this energy is kind of like the grippy thing that comes to help open the lid for you. So this is helping to open yourself up to release things that you have been holding on to for a while. Sometimes this brings up very old triggers that you've been dealing with, and sometimes it gets new triggers to come to the surface. But either way, this red energy is designed to help you recognize and release the triggers and vibration, lower density vibration that are holding you where you are, keeping you from taking advantage of what's being offered to you. The other thing I'm going to point out is we have kind of lost this pattern. So we had this pattern of these long lines coming down. They had sort of petered out. If you see, it kind of stopped here. We still get these up here. These are normal. Coming all the way down to the bottom is not normal. We kind of lost it, one here and then one again this morning very early, just about 2 hours ago. We had another one come in, so at about 5 a.m. These spikes are new energy or glimpses into the vibration that you could align with if you let go of what's being pushed to be released by this red energy, okay? Now, not everybody is going to react or feel the same with the same energy, but for me, that is what was told to me in meditation. The purpose of these red sandwich energies is to kind of loosen the jar on that jam, loosen the lid on that jam jar so you can get into the good stuff. And then these are little pushes of high frequency energy, like a glimpse into where you could be going, what you could be doing with yourself. So pay attention to the little good feeling pushes that come through. That's this coming through to say, hey, look what this could be like. An example of that would be the other day I was sitting out on my porch. It was absolutely beautiful. I was just feeling really connected with nature, and I had that feeling, this is it. This is what I've been asking for. This is it. Glimpse into what it could be like for you if you can let go of some of the triggers that are holding on. It's not about miracles. It's not about the world arranging itself to help you. It's about you arranging you to help yourself. This is just about letting go of the things that we're holding on to. I want to remind everybody also, there is a giant hole in our coronal surface right now, in the surface of the sun. This is normal too. It rotates around, but it's really huge. And the solar wind that comes from this has really picked up. That can give you a sense of anxiety, frustration, a tightness in your chest. That all comes from the solar wind. That affects our magnetosphere, which in turn affects how we feel, especially related to anxiety. So if you are feeling some misplaced anxiety that doesn't seem like it belongs anywhere, it could be part of that. It could also be part of this release energy that's being pushed forward to ask you, where is the anxiety coming from? How can you deal with it? How can you address it? And how can you let it go so that you can grow, friends? Let it go so you can grow, like that one. All right, here's our cards for today. So the first card we get is a Tower card, friends. There are things that we are doing to ourselves that hold us back, that we have learned them as habit or been told that that's just the way it is. In order to move forward from that and manifest something better, you have to take down the tower that's holding you where you are. This helps you to see the possibility of manifesting something better for yourself. But again, that's going to come from within and from your connection to your higher self. But when you allow yourself to go within and feel that deep connection, not only do you get to see yourself through the lens of source, the way your guides see you, but you also get to welcome the transition instead of fighting against it. This is the death card saying there is new change coming, friends. What are you doing to allow this forward? So as the tower moments come, you want to remember this is helping you to manifest something better for yourself. Go within to figure out what you actually want and pay attention to what your higher self is sending you. It's like a GPS. My guides are saying when you do this, it helps you see yourself in a new paradigm through the lens of source instead of the lens of man, and welcome the transition that's coming forward instead of fight against it, making it easier to transition into this new life for yourself. Look at that beautiful sun. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? All right, so we're going to start our day out right by grounding ourselves in the present moment and in setting our intentions. Are you ready? Because I am. Take a nice big deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders. Just remind yourself that today is a great day. We're just getting started and we can do anything we want with this beautiful day. Go outside, get some fresh air, put your feet in the grass, listen to the birds, and make today a great day. Because it is. It's a great day, friends. It's a great day.